Tuwapigie makofi tafadhali.
When I think about soil and what I do, what comes in my mind is Professor Wangari Maathai's quote. Remember, she said that nature is so generous, but also very unforgiving. What that means is that if we take good care of our soil, it's going to give us much. We're going to get good harvest. We're going to sequester carbon, filter water, a lot of things from the soil. But if you don't take care of it again, it's going to be very worse.
Yeah, thank you very much. When I think of soil health, a quote that comes into my mind is that feeding the planet should not cost the earth. When soil health deteriorates, it means that we reduce productivity and we increase the cost of production. Thank you.
Since you are trying to make a lot of recommendations, na saa ingine daktari anaweza kupatia watu dawa na hawamezi hiyo dawa. So you literally bring science into the game. But in your view, so that we don't go back to the questions about data, because I know you also deal with a lot of data, but there is a lot of technologies that are coming to help us to manage soil health. How can we leverage these technologies at farm level, at group level, collective, farm organization level, but also at county and national level? How can we leverage technology that exists? And maybe you can share with farmers some ideas of what technologies are there.
Yeah, for you to level on technology, yeah, first of all, you must make farmers or stakeholders aware and appreciate the technology that is there. From what we are doing, if I can give an example, we used to go to the field to collect samples and interact with farmers. And most of them were saying, well, soil analysis is so expensive. Others were echoing that, well, I took my soil sample to a lab. By the time I'm getting the results, I've already harvested. You see? So now, all these echoes were telling you that technology needs to come in, something needs to be done. And we need a technology that, first of all, is quite cheap and affordable to even small-scale farmers. A technology that is rapid and fast, so that the farmers can get their results on time to be able to make decisions. Yeah. At the same time, this technology should do that without compromising on accuracy and precision, so that you avoid misdiagnosing on the problem of the soil. So to do that, we developed technologies mostly in dry spectroscopy, whereby we're only using light to be able to tell the condition of the soil samples without using any chemicals. So that has removed the cost of analysis and reduced it by over 90%. Apart from that, we've also integrated some other technologies onto soil health. For example, how we are collecting soil sample. There's a design that we've developed on how we can be able to collect this soil sample, so that because not only the farmers need this information to make decisions, on the national levels, policymakers also need this information to enable them make decisions. Even globally, different partners need this information. So we had to look at it on a holistic approach. An approach that will cut across from the global level to the national level, to the county level, all the way to the farm level. And to do that, what we've done, we've coupled remote sensing to enable us to collect samples on different areas, and to do the ground truthing. We are collecting samples on the actual ground. What this has done, it has enabled us to come up with baselines. So if you are into land restoration and investment like us, what you are doing when you're making decisions, be it a farmer on your shamba, it will enable you to make decisions on that level. If you are on a policy, if you are in policy on the national level, it will help you make decisions for policy making in that level, because we've created a baseline, so you'll be able to see the hotspots. So now when you're making decision, for example, if it's land restoration or you want to plant trees, you will know the hotspots and where to focus. So it will not be guesswork, it will be data driven, and you know how to do it. Everything that we're doing is kind of data driven. Yeah.
Okay, data driven technology. Sometimes the technology can be expensive. There are farmers here in this room today who say that they can look at soil na macho na aone hii ni mchanga mzuri na hii ni mbaya. Kuna watu wana talent kama hiyo hapa. Yule anaweza angalia shamba na angalie aone there are these plants that are growing. So it means this soil is good. And there are weeds that when you are trying to buy land and you find some weed growing, you will see the farmers will tell you, wachana na hii mchanga, hii si vizuri. So, apart from technology and data and science that you are involved in, what can you say about these indigenous ways of knowing whether the soil is degraded or not? Are there things that farmers can do before they come to the laboratory in terms of just assessing their soils and the performance of their soils?
Yes, the things that a farmer can do, and for us it's indigenous knowledge, but we also call it citizen science. We've also embedded it in what we do. We don't ignore what the farmers say. Even when we are interacting with them on the ground, we ask them, unajuaje udongo wako iko mzuri? And they tell us. I can give for example, I normally say, like when you look at things like organic matter, soil organic carbon, that's a very good indicator of soil health. And because it helps to like retain water on soil that can support plant growth. So when you interact with farmers, I hear them say that mchanga yangu ni kama kichungi, ukimwaga maji inapita. You can interpret that in science. The soil doesn't have water holding capacity. So as much as they are saying it in a local language, there is a way you can interpret it into science. Exactly. Others are saying mchanga yangu iko kama sponge, inashika maji. So in a way, there is a place where we meet citizen science and technology. Yes.
Okay. Na wale wananusa mchanga, wanasema hii mchanga ina sura. Yeah, iko na nutrients.
All those the different. Yeah.
How you want to discourage farmers from doing that?
No. In fact, even we have an exhibition. When you go there, there's even a way you can be shown how you can do filter.
Yeah, you can get it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So umesikia wakulima? Wakulima umesikia? So technology iko pia ile ya kawaida ya kuangalia. And also that, I mean, of course it brings an element of also sharing and exchanging that knowledge and those interpretations, so that we are building also that citizen science or citizen knowledge, so that people are able to know, okay, this can be a symptom of this and this can be a symptom of this.
Speaking during the 78th annual general meeting of the Kenya National Farmers Federation in Kiambu County, the stakeholders also pushed for adoption of digital innovations to bridge the extension service gap in agriculture sector. The event, whose theme was cultivating future solutions for sustainable national agri-food systems, also provided an opportunity for farmers to share practical knowledge, and this is part of the efforts to woo youth to the agricultural sector to enhance the country's food security and create job opportunities. At the same time, warehouse receipt assistant CEOs say that they're training farmers to manage lost harvests.
Our board members and Dr. Kiplimo to our farmers.
As a government, we are trying to move away from offering direct extension service, and what we have done is to work with the young people who have graduated in agriculture background to be trained to work with farmers as agripreneurs where they do business, because we also want to teach farmers to see extension as a commercial service.
Extension service workers are really needed in this country, and we are asking ourselves, how can young people, because this creates also another pathway to employment and wealth creation, how can they use ICT and data innovations